This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you guys out there. This is the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. I'm one of the hosts, Doc Bryce. Got my man right here, Coach Marcus Bullock, as the other one. Got another host right here as Coach Bird as well.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's start it off with you, Coach MB or Marcus. I don't know. I like the MB too, though. Son, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you realize that? You realize that? Okay.
I didn't want everybody to be like, oh, that's corny. Like,
no, I was gonna say. That's all good. But listen, bro, how you been doing? How's everything going? What's been happening?
All's good, man. You know, another unfortunately, another week closer to school. But you know, it's all good. I guess I'm kind of just starting to just accept it. So, you know, it is what it is. Taking my son back to school tomorrow. Oh, wow. So, you know, that's always going to be, you know, some emotions. Okay. You know, like we talked about before, a lot of the emotions are losing a driver in the house.
Right. The work.
You know what I mean? But no, other than that, everything's good. Had a good productive week. You know, just keep moving forward, you know, into school.
It's good. Bird, what's good with you, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. I was telling Coach before we hopped on air, you know what I'm saying? We had our last scrimmage yesterday. You know what I'm saying? In the squad. We did pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Didn't do bad at all.
Who'd y'all play?
We had Timber Creek at our house, you know what I'm saying? I know Timber Creek opens next Friday, week 0 now, you know what I'm saying? And we still got 2 weeks to get ready for Washington Township. Okay. So, you know, just getting ready. Like Coach said, I just accepted it, you know what I'm saying? I even before the scrimmage started, I even stopped in my classroom.
Oh, okay.
Just to see what I needed to do and see what's going on and all that type stuff. But outside of that, the week's good. You know, my birthday's Monday, so I've been turned up since last night after the scrimmage.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. Let me ask you a question, though. Because Coach, you have the gym, right? So is there like a setup to do, or is pretty much it's ready to go?
No, it's ready.
It's ready to go, right?
You know, I think one of my coworkers actually sent me like a video, and it had like all the teachers in their classroom stressed out, stuff up. And the phys ed teacher walks in and he goes to the closet, pulls out the balls, the balls that they use for the games, and puts them in the middle of the court. And he looks around, he's like, ready to go.
Word. Now, on the other hand, guidance counselors, you know, my office stays.
Yeah, your stage, right.
So, but here and there, I think about changing some of my quotes out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Here and there, but that might be too much. Okay. But now with you, for your classroom, now specifically, you teach math, right? Which is, shout out to you. Like, you know, that's like another level of intelligence to teach math. You're mathematical, son. You're mathematical, son. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Just a little algebra. So ain't nothing crazy.
That's all right. That's all right.
Another level of patience.
It's another, absolutely. Yeah, true, So what do you do differently? Like, what do you do? Like,
and I don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand like cleaning out your desk and all that, so the maintenance can easily move them out the room, wax the floors and all that. But they make us take down our bulletin boards too, which they're not cleaning the bulletin board. Okay. Like, I don't know why we can't leave it up. But anyway, I just got like 2 bulletin boards in there. You know what I'm saying? So one is like, you know, I put the calendar and all like the school news on one. And then the other one is just like formulas and stuff like that. You know, little stuff you get from the teacher store.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So it's not like some intense decorating.
No. Take me, actually this year, because they got the kids from the National Honor Society is
volunteering. Peer leaders.
Already talked to the guy that runs that. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna leave the stuff out.
Yeah.
Tell him to hook it up for me.
That's what's up.
So I really ain't gotta do nothing.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
Just set my desk, put my little quotes and all my little Coach Bird on the desk and all that.
All right, so but that's it. That's one day.
Yeah, that's okay. Day.
Because I remember there's some teachers I know
they go overboard.
Oh my gosh, like, oh my God, I got another day. I'm gonna need like 3 days to set up, and I'm like,
I don't go overboard.
That's everywhere.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like when other teachers, especially female teachers, come in the room, they be like, "Coach Bird, you're just such a coach." Like, I'm not doing all that you got going on today. I don't live here.
Right.
Although at times I feel like I do, but
right. Yeah. Well, hey, listen, man. Well, listen, shout out to all the educators out there. You know what I mean? Because listen, this is like the worst. This is actually the worst week of the year for me. Like, I think, would you say that Labor Day is the worst holiday?
Oh, yes. Just because the profession we're in. Yes. Because we go back the next day.
But even if you wasn't in that profession, I think that we've been programmed and conditioned to hate that holiday because that really means school's back.
Yeah.
And the summer.
But if you worked a regular 9 to 5 that didn't have summers off,
right? You looking for a day off.
It's just another day off.
It is another day off. You're right.
So, I tell you who loves that holiday is parents, especially of younger kids.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going back to school.
That's right. Especially if you couldn't afford summer camp. You are going back. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, listen. Good to hear you guys. I'm glad. Listen. You had a birthday shout out from Miss Smith Mosley, Charmaine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then we had my son on there talking we're so loud, but that's all right. We're supposed to have a good time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So listen. NFL preseason, first segment for NFL preseason. I'll be honest with you. We have to talk about it. We have to report on it. But I haven't really watched it. And I don't know, am I alone in this or have you guys been tuning in?
I haven't watched live. I haven't watched a single play. I mean, I'll go back, when they have highlights or when they do like around the NFL and kind of take you to the different camps and what they got going on. I pay attention to that.
Right.
But I think now, especially with what they have, 17-game schedule now, I feel like nobody plays in the preseason. I don't think the Eagles starters played at all.
Nope.
So it's like, what do we like? And I think it's important, don't get me wrong, because I think for those guys who are on the fringe or trying to, am I a first team, second team guy? Am I going to make the team? It's important for those guys. But I don't care about that.
You don't. Right. So I'm the same way. Bird, you want to?
I've watched only when I knew like Caleb Williams when he was starting. I just watched his maybe couple series if I was not at practice myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I did get a chance to catch what's the kid from the Commanders, Jaden something. Quarterback. I think he was the second pick.
Oh,
yeah.
I watched one of his games. Just because they were starting. I just wanted to, just preseason, nobody is game planning and things like that. But I just wanted to see kind of what they looked like. You know what I'm saying? So I've caught a couple of those, but I'm not like watching the whole game. I'm not pulling up my FanDuel
and see what's going on. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even
preseason. I'm not doing all that.
I think that
if doing all that.
And I can't, and maybe I'll take hockey out the mix because I'm not really familiar with it.
Right.
But I would have to say that NFL has the worst preseason as far as the fan experience. You know what I'm saying? Because in this NBA preseason, you're going to see, even game 1, 2, you're going to see some stars. But then maybe they only play one quarter or something like that. But you're going to see something. And then you're going to see some other main pieces, bench players, whatever.
True.
NFL, you're really kind of seeing people from
now, when did that
other
change,
leagues.
Though? When did that change, though? Because I remember back in the day coming up, the starters played in the preseason.
Really?
At least for the first couple series, sometimes a quarter.
I was actually listening. I forget who was talking about this, but they said that Sean McVay, whatever year they won the Super Bowl, he decided not to play anybody in the preseason.
So that's New Orleans you talking about? No, that's the Rams.
The Rams.
Right.
The year they won the Super Bowl.
That's 2000, I think, right?
No, more recent.
More recent.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I got you.
Whatever year it was.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty
that's
recent.
When it kind of changed.
So that's when it changed to like it had already started.
Right.
But now that's when it changed to nobody plays.
Right, I got you.
Wow.
So because obviously he did it.
Right.
They won the Super Bowl, so that must be the reason they won the Super Bowl. Right. So yeah.
So how do you feel about it? I mean, I can understand it because football is just a little more intensified than any other sport. So because you can go out in the preseason and something happen and it's like, oh man, our season is over.
Right,
so how do you feel about that? Are you okay with that, or And then here's a 2-part question. Being that you both had coaches, and then do you adopt the same philosophy in your scrimmage? Let's say, do y'all play fall season? Do you have the same philosophy, or do you let your starters rock?
So I get it for football. Like, I completely get it because of, like you said, how intense the game is, how prone people are to injury because of the nature of the game. Right. So do you want your starting quarterback going out there, and especially if, like, maybe you have an unknown offensive line, like, do you want him playing behind that when somebody else is coming at, you just don't. So I definitely get it for football. My thing would be, okay, if they're not going to play, let's have less preseason games. Right. I don't think you need them. That's good. Like, just play 2 of them instead of 3 now, or whatever it is. As a coach, so in the fall, I stay out of it. Like, here's what I sent out. Here's what. We can't coach. We can't, do anything. So I just send out the schedule, and I just say, hey, listen, we whoever is going to coach the team, just please just be smart. If Johnny's ankle hurts, he's not playing. If and then when the season starts, when we have our official scrimmages, my goal is always to get through 3 quarters with our top 7 guys, and then kind of bring in those other guys in the 4th quarter. But I've seen, like, we've had instances where, like last year, we'd go down to Atlantic City. The very first play, our best player gets hurt. Oh, wow. So now it's in the back of my head. So now we got through this after the 2nd quarter. I'm like, all right, everybody's done. Right. Just because he was hurt, like, he didn't play till the end of the season. So it was kind of like that. So it's kind of, it's in your head. It's in, you're thinking about it. You try not to coach that way, but I think football is completely different than basketball. Absolutely.
True. As far as the NFL, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Especially with all the millions of dollars those guys are making. Because I know if I'm from an owner standpoint, I'm like, yo, they're not playing. These games don't count for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's hold out. They're good. We know what they can do. As far as coaching wise, the same way, because, like, if your quarterback goes down in a preseason game that really doesn't mean anything, you're probably done for the season. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I know now the trend is, and the coaches, and from what they're saying, is the more controlled joint practices. They can see a lot there. Right. Like, Hurts is out there doing a joint practice, seeing a different scheme, seeing different defense and other team, things like that. But you can control it. Quick whistle. He's not getting tackled. He's not getting hit. Still got the red stuff. So I don't mind that at all. As far as basketball wise, I'm pretty much like coach. Like, fall league, like he said, my assistants they run all that stuff for me. Yeah, especially because I'm coaching football anyway. But even if I could be out there, I kind of let them get their chops wet. You know what I'm saying, absolutely. And whatnot. But I'm like, coach, just be smart. Right. You know what I'm saying? If he's hurting, he's not playing. This doesn't mean nothing. We need him in November, December. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So if you see some nagging injuries or something like that, just, we got enough kids out there. Gotcha. Let some younger kids rock.
Right. No. So indeed. So now the one thing I will say is we love I know I do. I don't want to speak for everybody else. I love the NBA preseason. Okay, because it's basketball, it's back. Right. I love the sport, but you see guys really getting after it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the baseball preseason, I don't really like because it's very long. Pause, but very long, like very long. You know what I'm saying? Like they start like February. Right. Yeah, and the first real game ain't till April. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then it's something different about watching those games in Florida. It doesn't really feel like clear water. It seems like vacation. They're in vacation. They got the sunglasses on. They get their tan out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But you spoke about Hurts though, Bird. How do you feel about Hurts? And he had this streak going. I guess, was that to be celebrated? He threw no interceptions in practice, or I don't know.
That's just one of those things, you know what I'm saying? I like to say that the dog days of summer, you know what I'm saying? After the Super Bowl, we go into that stretch and all of that. Sure. They got to talk about something. You know what I'm saying? They got to fill the airways with something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really listen to that.
You ain't listening to that?
Nah, I ain't taking nothing.
What about you, MB? Did you buy anything into that? Like, was you like, oh wow, like he didn't throw an interception. That means he's gonna be, you know what I mean? Or you just like, yo, it's practice though.
Yeah.
You know
it's practice. I mean, I guess you could say, like, he's playing against another team. Like, he's playing against even his own defense. He's playing against the ones. But it's still practice. It's still scripted. It's still, this is what I'm trying to do. Right. So it's, it's better than hearing he threw 5 interceptions every day in practice.
Right.
But it's not like,
So now we can be like, yo, come on, man. Yo, we talking about practice. Right. We now we can say that. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Practice. So anyway, just to kind of close this segment, I really want. I'm waiting for Aaron Rodgers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hoping that these Jets get busy. The Giants, they're done. I won't even watch them. They're done. I used to watch them at least for Saquon, because you figure if you got Saquon, you got a chance or whatever. Right. Danny Dimes, maybe he's throwing a dime, maybe he's throwing a nickel or a penny, but he sucks. Right. I tell my kids not to use that word. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a curse word. It's like the kid curse word.
It's not good.
It's not a good word, but he sucks. Okay, he's so garbage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited about the Eagles. I can't even front. Now, who's this wide receiver that you guys just got? Well, let me say we.
That's what before we get there. I just gotta understand a couple things.
Sure.
Let's just figure it out now.
It's education.
Just so we can figure it out now before the season starts. So that way we're all on the same page. My understanding was the Giants were your team.
Yes, they are. They still are.
But you scrapped the Giants. Not scrapped, but because they're just whatever. And kind of became an Eagles fan. More of a Hurts fan, but an Eagles fan, because that's the team he plays for. Okay, this is my understanding.
Yes.
And please correct me when I finish it. Now I'm hearing this thing about the Jets, which I haven't heard for a long time. So I just want to understand the hierarchies before the season starts, so that way when things happen, we don't have to.
So Yankees is number one.
I'm not talking about
no. I don't want to hear about it. But you want to understand.
We're going to talk about baseball. I don't want to talk about it.
You want to know the rankings, right?
Just football.
Just football. Okay. All right. So
I understand the New York part. I'm saying
but the ranking is Giants, Jets, Bills, Eagles.
Okay, so then you can't say we. If we're the fourth, we can't. You can't say.
I don't think.
No, but I'm saying I rep. The only reason why you're saying that the Eagles is number one and then the Giants is probably number two for you guys and then the Jets, right? That's your order, right?
No.
You don't have that order?
My order is Eagles.
They play in North Jersey, though. I don't understand.
Eagles.
Oh, okay. All right, but no, Eagles is like number 4. Like if the Eagles and the Giants are playing, I'm probably not watching it. I'm not watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll watch it and like the Eagles is going to do something miraculously, and then I'm underneath going to be hating like they doing it. And then I'm like, but the Giants, like, you gave Daniel Jones, you gave him all this money. You got rid of Saquon. You got rid of my man Coughlin. That's where everything went down. Okay, because Coughlin was good. Coughlin was like the football Joe Torre. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get it done. You know what I'm saying? You got rid of him, and we've been garbage ever since. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just more frustrated with them.
So just to clarify, if the Jets and the Eagles, which I don't think is going to happen, end up in the Super Bowl.
That's a tough one. That's tough for me. That's going to be tough for me.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm probably going to go with the Eagles.
But then they can't be 2. Well, I mean, they can't be 4.
Right. That's.
But see, the Eagles only got ranking because of the back and forth with me and Randy and the Hurts versus Wentz.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's when it was like, wait a minute, yo, why y'all don't like this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had to nah, y'all killing him out there, like. You know what I mean? Because I remember Randy, he's like, I just can't take it no more. Yeah. I said, I can't cover. So it's like, and a lot of people feel that way about him. And I don't understand. So I felt like, let me root for them. But I'm not going to lie, I do like the Eagles. But they're just, in my ranking, I'm a New Yorker first, bro. So I'm always going to rep. I might even put, matter of fact, you know what? We're going to, Yeah, we're gonna put the Eagles above the Bills. I'll do that.
So that. So now we're third.
You're third. Yeah. I mean, third is you placed. You qualified, right? Gold, silver, bronze. You know what I'm saying?
We're only third because we had COVID.
It's all good, man. So, but I'm excited to see what the Jets do. I'm excited about the Eagles as well. I do want Hurts to get to the Super Bowl. I think that he's on the clock just like Lamar is on the clock.
Yeah, Lamar.
They have to move the pendulum. They have to do that.
Especially
Lamar, right. So because Lamar, and that's where now we go back to that conversation about whether or not, because is he a great quarterback? Yeah.
Right.
Is he greater than Flacco right now? No. He's not even better than Dilfer. And that hurts, though. It hurts, though. But it's the truth, though. You know what I mean? Okay. And all I'll say is, why do you have Michael Jordan as the greatest player?
Jordan?
Because of what?
It's not just because of the six rings.
But that's the main.
That's a big part of it.
Oh, that's a huge 75%.
Yeah. But I mean, he's just a great player. He's a great player. He's a killer.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Got better every year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if he never won no chip, you wouldn't consider him the greatest. He wouldn't even be in the conversation.
That could be true.
But he wouldn't win. If he didn't win, he wouldn't have all of the things that make him who he is.
Right.
Okay, that's true. That's like AI. See, that's back to that. Is AI the greatest sixer? Absolutely not. Can't be.
Yeah, you ain't get it done.
See, but anyway, right. Anyway, so listen, just to close the segment, just give. I mean, it's early, it's preliminary, but where you see the Eagles falling, MB? Where you see them falling this year?
I see them as like a 11 wins, right in there, playoffs. I think everybody wants Super Bowl. I don't think they're built for a Super Bowl. I don't think the defense is built. I don't think the defense hasn't proven anything. The offense has to prove that they are what we think they, could be. And the defense just they're just so, I don't know if inexperienced is the word, but they don't have anybody that's really proven a whole lot on the defensive side. So I mean, I think they should be shooting to get to the
title game.
The title game. Okay. I think Super Bowl, but I don't think that's this team. Yeah. That's what we want, obviously. But realistically looking at it, I don't think that's who they are. And I think a lot of the high expectations that are being put on the team are because of the weakness of the NFC.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Bird, what you think, man?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Like, I'm not Super Bowl or bust with the squad. I think, we got to see what this defense is going to look like, see what the defense does. Okay. And I think they're in position, especially with signing the receivers that we did and bringing in Barkley for the amount of time. You know what I mean? I think our window is bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got to get it done this year.
Right.
We're bringing basically the whole squad back the following year. You know what I'm saying? Then it might be Super Bowl or bust.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But, I'm really anxious to see. And I'm anxious to see because it is a new offense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you put in a new offense, new coordinaters, sometimes that takes some time to gel.
And
you know what I'm saying? But I definitely think we win the division.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like Coach did, I at least want to get to the NFC title game.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So real quick, and I know I said that was the last question, but I got to ask about Hassan Reddick. I thought you guys not getting rid of him, I thought that was not a good move.
Right.
Okay, because he was like, and it's not a disrespect to him, and I don't even want to say that as far as his character or whatever, but on the field, he was an animal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
So
did you say?
Yeah, animal. So why did he let him go? And then now he goes to the Jets. Right. And now he's complaining, and I don't even think he's in camp yet.
No, he's not.
Right.
I think it was just a money situation. I guess, the powers to be was like, we're not. I know he's producing or whatever, but I guess they said, nah, we're not giving him all that.
We ain't giving that bread like that. Right.
So maybe if he would have, played this last year's contract and then they got another double-digit sacks and things like that, maybe they would have went back to the table for something. But You know, they was like, no, we're not just giving it to you, extending you. You know what I'm saying? We're not ready to do that.
So now,
the grand scheme of things, money-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What's your thoughts, Bird? MB. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, when it happened, everybody was kind of looking like, wait, what? Why did we just do that? And then, you know, when he doesn't show up for camp with the Jets, and now it's demanding, it kind of makes your favorite GM, you know, look like a genius. But the interesting thing, from what I read about it, when they were going to trade him, the Jets spoke to him before the trade, and he said, I want, you know, whatever the money was. And they said, it was something along the lines of, all right, well, listen, show up at camp and we'll get it done. And he, you know, and that was the deal. That's why they made the trade. But then he didn't show up. He wanted to get the deal done before he showed up. And they were like, that's not what we talked about.
Right.
So.
And you know what? So now, and just this promise, this is the last question to close this segment. So what, if you're Hassan Reddick, do you make this play? Because from the outside looking in, I'm like, yeah, so now you had two teams that said no. Do you think the other ones are going to say yeah? I don't know. So, like, do you think this is the right, if you're Hassan Reddick, what play do you make? Do you make the same play, or do you say, yeah, nah, I gotta maneuver a little differently?
I mean, at this point, you might have to stick to your guns because you know you're not gonna.
That's a pride thing.
You know, not even a pride thing. Like now, if you come back, you're probably gonna get less than what you wanted
from the door.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I think
I didn't see that.
I think his hope now is that he gets traded somewhere that needs him, and maybe a team that's probably not going to be as good, but is like, oh, we're really happy to have him. Whereas the other two teams are Super Bowl contenders that are like, nah, man, we're good.
We're good.
We already got plans for this. Right. You can fit in or not. Right. So, I mean, it's probably a humbling experience for him.
I'm sure.
But now it's just you've made it clear it's about the money, which is I have no problem with that. So now just keep it about that.
Gotcha. What's your thought?
No, pretty much the same. I mean, at this point, you know, what I mean, you dug in on your stance. So,
right.
I mean, you know, hopefully he got some dough saved up because them game checks about to be missing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Hits a little harder with the game checks. You know, whatever that's fines, whatever 50,000, whatever that he probably can cover that, but them game checks is something different.
Right.
So,
that's what I'm saying. Don't do the
somebody might get in his ear like, all right, listen.
Don't be Ben Simmons.
Let's go play. Let's see what happens. We'll figure this out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, local kid, so I hope everything works out for him.
Yeah, he's from Camden. Is he from Camden?
From Camden. He went to Haddon Heights. He was dealing with some injuries and walked on that temple and made it to the league.
Wow.
You know so decent story.
Wow.
You know
and shout out to all those.
That's another reason I was rooting for the Eagles to try to keep him. Right. Just because of the story, local kid. You know
absolutely.
Has the camp, right down at the waterfront near Rutgers Camden. So has a camp for the kids. So, good dude, you know. Yeah.
Does he do a camp in Philly or he does it only in Jersey?
I don't know if he does one in Philly, but the last couple of summers has been in Jersey.
Right in Jersey.
Down by the water, on the waterfront. Right around the corner from the Sixers practice.
Got you.
The new field they put down there.
Got you. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. All right.
So, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. But I guess.
There you go. Look, let's go.
Yeah, I'll talk about that.
I started to wear my Phillies hat today.
Oh, why didn't you? Oh, you should have.
So let's get into this baseball talk. This will be a very quick segment. The Phillies are struggling.
Oh yeah.
They're no longer in first place in the National League.
What?
Tied for second.
With who? Atlanta?
No. Dodgers are in first. Milwaukee and the Phillies are tied for second. They just can't. They can't put it together, man. They can't. When they have good pitching games, they can't hit.
Right.
Yesterday they scored 4 runs, but they have Taijuan Walker, who I don't know why he's still even pitching. He gives up 6.
Oh my God.
So they can't. And I'll say this: I think it's the top of the lineup is what's really hurting them. Yep. Yesterday, Schwarber goes 0 for 5. Turner goes 0 for 5. And then the rest of the lineup is 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for 4. Is hitting, but when the other team scores 7, you need those guys at the top to keep it going. So I mean, listen, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fix is, but it's you got a lot of guys that aren't producing, and they gotta figure it out, or it's going to be a very, very disappointing October.
Yeah. So did y'all watch the game last night?
I watched a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did too. Yeah. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm becoming a Philly fan a little bit. All right. I'm starting to question Rob Thompson. Am I the only one? I don't listen to the sports radio or whatever out there. I don't really have a lot of Philly fans, that we talk Philly baseball. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I feel like he's starting to make some mistakes because I couldn't understand, why do you have this pitcher still in? They are spanking him around. I think it definitely was like 2 home runs in that inning, but it was like a bunch of hits. And it was like, yo, he's done. and I seen him make the same mistake with Alvarado.
Yeah.
What was that? A couple of games ago. Yeah. So what's your thoughts about that?
So he's not reading the room. And what I mean by that is, early in the season, he would have made the same decision, right? Right. And he would have said, I'm playing the long game, right? And pause. And what I mean by that is, what he means by that is, I'm not gonna come in now, bring my bullpen in and tax them, so now they're worn out later in the season. Sure. So we're gonna take this and just
it's all good. Right.
What it is.
Right.
But when you're 10 games up in the division, you can think that way.
Right.
But when your team's struggling, every win is important.
Right.
And you have to give them a chance. And even the other day, I forget who it was, is up, and Bryce Harper didn't play that day, and it's the 9th inning, and they're down by 1, and he lets Stubbs or the young kid hit. And everybody's like, why didn't Bryce hit? And he's like, well, I want to give him the full day off. And it's like, we need to win games.
Win games, yo.
So I think he's not, and he may get to October. Now everybody's fresh, and now he may look like a genius. But right now, it looks really bad because the decisions he's making aren't about winning. Right. They're about the long term. And right now, it's not about the long term because you're going to end up costing yourself. You're going to have to play in the first round in the wild card. Right. And now, you might run up against Arizona who has our number or San Diego who's playing really well. And you might be out in the first round. So I think he's got to change his mentality to we need to win games right now and be grinding out games and just trying to win games as opposed to worrying about what happens in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree. I'm not in panic mode yet as far as like we need to get rid of this guy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with Coach where he needs to just make some type of change, maybe to just spark something up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like I don't know. I can't read him. You know what I'm saying?
I think you spoke on that, Coach. Like, there's no
it's like that's just always they ask him a question and like, we're the long term. The long term. I'm tired of hearing about the long. The long term is now.
It's now.
Right.
We're here. We're about to be in September next week or the week after. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like like Coach said, when we're 10 up, you can say things like that. But sure. Like I think now, because we lost last night, the Braves won. Yeah. They're now like 4 or 5 games behind us. Right. They're trying to catch us.
They're trying to match.
What are we doing there? You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, but we definitely got a hit though. You know what I'm saying? With baseball is one of those things. You can have your strategies, know when to put a pitcher in, know when to pull the pitcher, bunt coverages, things like that. But it comes down to see the ball, hit the ball, see the ball, catch the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Bottom line.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to start hitting the ball. We need to stop chasing. I am so tired of seeing Castellanos flailing away up the outside, breaking ball pitch. Like, come on, fellas, have a little plate discipline. You wait for that pitch and let's put it in play and let's make something happen. So they got to pick it up. Because I think not last night, but the night before, I think maybe like the first 4 hitters or the first 5, they were like 1 for 14, combined 1 for 14. Wow. Would be nobody like that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Where's I've always, listen, I'm confident in my theories. Okay. Where's Realmuto in this lineup? Is he at the bottom half or he's in the top?
Fifth. That was going to be another one of my points. The other thing that I don't like is you, and maybe this is baseball now, you used to be able to you could, before the game started, you knew what the lineup was going to be.
Sure.
You just knew. This guy's here, he hits first, he hits second. The Phillies lineup, like a guy can hit 4th today, he might hit 8th tomorrow. Now because I'm a lefty and there's a lefty I don't play, which is, I get it, but like, it's so jumbled, and it's been like that all season, not just since they've been losing. But I think that's part of the problem. There's no
consistency.
There's nothing to it. Yeah. But Realmuto not having a great year. Hits somewhere between 5th, 6th.
Yeah. And the only reason I'm bringing that up, and it's the same thing that's going on with my Yankees. Yankees have been doing very well. I was able to go to the stadium. Saw a nice pitch game by Garrett Cole. I'm still not confident in him, but I did read somewhere where he got some tips from Mike Messina. Do you remember Mike Messina, the Moose? He gave some tips and whatever, and he was able to have some longevity as he got older. You know what I'm saying? Right. So sometimes you have to adjust or whatever. And the same thing like with Jamie Moyer, right? I forgot that he was on the World Series team, right? And he was like almost 50. I think he was like, you know what I'm saying? So he was old. You know what I mean? So to me, I mean, as much as you got to hit, you need pitches because it's almost like basketball. The game seems to slow down, even though they're gonna have a pitch count and all that. The game it goes slower, and you might be able to, squeeze out 2 runs, but now you need a knockdown starter, and you need a knockdown bullpen.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I saw this meme, right? And I'm not. Meme is off subject, but it was a meme when they were talking about the R&B music, right? And how R&B music went out of fashion when they stopped the now. So y'all was hollering, right? So because everybody was like, no, right? And it was dope, right? So I'm going to say that with the bullpen, they run out to the field. What happened to the days when that bullpen, the music will start, that bullpen gate will open, and somebody just walking out. They're not even running, they walk. Like, yo, I'm coming in, and I'm coming in to shut all this down. That's gone nowadays. I don't know. Every relief pitcher I saw the other day, they ran onto the field. And I was telling my son, I said, yo, they must be in shape, man, because that's not like a short run. That's like a little.
They got a clock too, though.
Oh, what? Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
So they got a time from the time that. I think it's from the time that the manager calls them.
Wow.
And I noticed this when we were at the game.
Okay.
From the time the manager calls them, they have to run or they have to get to the second base ump to make sure they're not having anything illegal on them.
Right.
And they have to throw their warm-up pitches in a certain amount of time.
Okay.
So that has something to do with it.
Absolutely.
Now, those guys, like the guys who come in to shut down the 9th, they should have plenty of time. That guy. I'm saying like if it's in between it, like if it's during the inning, I know they have a certain amount of time.
Right.
But like that guy, like when Mariano Rivera,
come on.
But how many of those are there anymore?
That's what I'm saying. They're done. They're done. The Yankees closer is garbage. Clay Holmes or whatever. He's garbage. He's terrible. He's terrible. Who's the Phillies closer? It better not be Alvarado.
Estevez, or they just traded for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How's he been doing?
We haven't had a chance
to use him. Okay.
But it's not great. Like he's not. It's not.
There's no intimidation.
And when he comes in, it's like guys on first and second.
Right.
Like, let's try to get out of this.
Right.
There's no intimidation.
Right.
Like, what happened to I said, yo, Jay, there was a time they used to have the bullpen card. Remember the bullpen card?
Yeah, definitely.
Where them days at? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. I think that you gotta have pitching. You gotta. I mean, hitting is critical, yes. But
pitching is
pitching. Yo, you can't just say, well, we're just going to out-hit you. That's my uncle's theory. And I'm not saying he's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure the Yankees have won a lot of chips with that thinking. But especially in their longest era or their most famous era with Derek Jeter and whatever, you had the Pettits, the David Combs, the Clemens. You know what I'm saying? They can give you a one nothing gem or something.
Even if your squad is not hitting, but your pitcher is holding you down by keeping the other squad from hitting.
Absolutely,
you want to be in the game. I'm sure you say it all the time too in basketball. I tell my guys, I'm a defensive guy. I'm like, listen, we might not be on offensively, but if we're playing defense,
you in the game.
Fourth quarter, we'll look at the clock. We'll be in the game.
You be in the game.
You know what I'm saying? Be in the game. So.
I'll bring up our first game this past season. We played each other, and I'm like, yo, I think we didn't score in the second quarter.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
But we went into halftime down like 8. Because we play defense. So
right.
I'm like, we go to half. I'm like, yo, we're awful. And I look at the score. I'm like, how?
We're still in the game.
Like, so, like you said, if you can't score, but you can stop people, I agree.
Right.
I think that's super important.
You'll be in the game.
So I'm hoping that maybe the Yankees, we're not waiting for nobody. So it is what it is without pitching and whatever. So I don't think I want us to go to the World Series. I want us to win. But realistically, the pitching is going to rear its ugly head. I guarantee it. I'm saying it first. Watch.
Do you think your boys is talking about Judge and Soto and even Stanton's hitting home runs now? Are they peaking too soon? Are they getting hot too soon? Because they're on fire right now.
They're on. Well, Judge and Soto is not.
Stan said a couple. Okay,
Giancarlo.
That don't count.
He hit one the other day, and it was like.
I thought he hit one yesterday too.
Did he hit one?
I think so. I think so.
Listen, he is A-Rod Jr., okay? He came and robbed us. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I think they'll be fine. The pitching makes me nervous. I'm telling you. Because it's not really... Garrett Cole is our number one starter. And he's not even intimidating. He's not intimidating like Verlander. You face Verlander? Oh, you know you're in trouble.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I can even say I'm more fearful of. Let's see, I would say Aaron Nola. I'm not even going to say Zach Wheeler, but Zach Wheeler gets busy too. He gets a little busy.
Ace.
Nola is, but we won't go there. We won't go there. But anyway, listen. It's going to be a fun October.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be
hopefully.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Listen. NBA, which when we talk about NBA, I'm combining with the WNBA too. Okay, and I realized I went out of order. I missed a whole year. I just realized that. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. All right, but anyway, so with the NBA, okay, all the moves have been made. There was a move recently made, and I'm thinking that his name is. Jasani Yapuseki?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. GY.
Okay.
I didn't see him play, but people are very excited about him. Talking about this new recent signee for the Philadelphia 76ers. Are you excited about this new one? Or
I don't really know.
You don't even know
much about it. You know what I'm saying?
So he definitely did his thing in the Olympics.
And did he really dunk on LeBron, or has it been more hype?
If LeBron tried to take a block,
so if there's
a charge.
If there's a poster, LeBron's in the poster.
Yeah, definitely. Down. Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
But
it was.
If you're like, did he dunk?
Saw it,
LeBron tried to slide over, take a charge. He was a little late.
Right.
Okay.
He dunked it, so in the charge, LeBron's kind of flopping down.
Right.
It's not like LeBron's up
trying to block it.
So it's not like
right.
Yeah, it's a reach.
It's a reach. Okay.
But he also, I think what everybody has to remember, he also was on the Celtics.
See, I thought about it.
Right.
He was garbage.
And he didn't do anything.
Right.
So, like, there's a lot of and it's not a negative to me, but there's a lot of these FIBA guys who are great in FIBA.
Right.
But it doesn't always translate to the NBA.
Right.
And, like, that's nothing wrong with that. It's
all good.
Different games. Right. So, I mean, I don't think it hurts. I think I don't think it hurts us in any way. Maybe he can be that
piece, maybe
that person he was in FIBA, but I'm like, that's not when we talk about is that the missing piece? No, the missing piece is still out there.
Okay, they're talking about that. There's been like some thoughts that he might threaten or put pressure on Caleb Martin for the starting position. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they're basing that on his play in France or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But, we'll see. We'll see. And I wanted to talk about that. I don't think there's any other moves that were made. But I do want to talk about a couple of comments that happened with some NBA players. And then I also want to talk about WNBA because I did watch, there was a game on last night. I watched it for a second.
That was the Aces, I think?
The
Aces in the link?
Yeah. Was that with Reese? Which one was?
Nah, I didn't see. I saw some of the Aces game.
I saw that game.
They lost.
Chicago played somebody,
and then Chicago, yeah. I forget. So I missed it, and I ain't gonna lie, I've missed it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back to Angel Reese. Angel Reese, I think she's a phenomenal player or whatever. But they showed a highlight, and I was just like, it really didn't really like move me. Like, so I'm not sure why it was a highlight.
Right.
and I'm trying to remember. I don't want to put nobody out there, but I feel like I heard it here where it's like, she's all right. Like, she doesn't really do nothing. Did any of y'all say that? Or
last episode, check it out.
I think so. I don't know because I know I had that frame of thought when I
believe our man over here to the right.
No. But
she got baby double doubles.
Yeah, baby double doubles. Right. Okay. No, but
I was compared to Caitlin Clark, skill wise, she's not even.
She's not there, and I agree with that. But I was watching it last night, but I had those eyes right from that perspective that was shared, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, she did something that looked awkward to the left and threw it up, got the rebound, and then just did this, and then went down the court and went like this.
Yeah, right.
And I was
right. Like, what are we doing there, right?
What is she really doing?
I think Coach Fred said out of her 14 rebounds, 6 of them is off of her missed layups. Missed the layup, get it, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to take away from her because I do think that she is a phenomenal talent, but I really want to see her do like some Hakeem the Dream type.
That's not her game. No.
I'm hoping that. Like, I don't know. Like, that to me, I don't know. I looked at it like, well, that was really no.
Right. That's right. No call. No reason for that.
So I'm gonna go back on what I said a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Like, so last night she had 13 and 20. 20 rebounds.
Okay, that's it.
That's not a baby triple double.
No, absolutely.
Right. However, she did go 3 for 12 from the field.
See.
Okay.
Right.
And what I'm going back on is the fact that she's still getting it. Like, she's still producing.
Right. I got you.
Right. So she's still figuring out ways to be productive for her team.
Right.
It's all off of her energy, her work, and her intensity, which you can't take away. I don't want to take away from her for that. And I think that's what I did, and that's what I don't want to do.
Right.
And hopefully she's young. If she can keep that side of her and now develop the skill side of her, now she's a problem.
She's a problem.
So, but right now I just don't think, and I know the exact play you're talking about. It was just wild and like, you know what I mean? And then she finished it. So,
And maybe it's because they're almost like the Magic and Bird of the WNBA, right? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
Different positions, but you know what I'm saying as far as that's really when the league took off, right?
You get the height.
Right. So and so maybe she has to play it up a little bit. But I don't know. I it's not even like a cultural thing. Like, I I just like watching Caitlin Clark and the stuff that she does more than the stuff that Angel Reese does.
More skilled. You know what I'm saying? Like she does more skill things than Angel Reese does.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was just interesting. And I had to share that because I'm watching, I'm like, I didn't really, whatever. Anyway, Melo said that it's better to win a gold medal than a championship.
Yeah.
Is Melo saying that because he ain't win no chip?
That's what I took it as.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I took it as.
Right, because we will rationalize our own shortcomings. Exactly. You know what I mean?
He said it's better to?
Because they asked him, the guy asked him, he said, would he trade his gold medals for a world championship ring or whatever? And Melo was saying, like, nah, it means more. This is the world stage. We're playing for the USA. The pride. We're not, you know what I'm saying? He was just, but I'm listening to me, just in my opinion, he was saying that because he don't have a world championship ring.
Right. He's capping.
If he has a ring, then now let's answer that question.
He's capping, as they say.
Well, because Devin Booker, he didn't say it. Devin Booker said it's harder to win an NBA championship than it is to win a gold medal.
I agree,
though.
I agree.
So, like,
I definitely agree.
I agree with that.
I definitely agree.
You know, that's why I think Melo's just saying that.
That's why I kind of, you know, even his demeanor when he was like he was trying to force the you know, like you said, he's trying to rationalize.
Right. You have to do that. You have to do that. You have to do it. You know what I mean?
That's what I took from it.
Right.
You know what I'm
I got you.
That's what I took from it.
I got you. I remember if I couldn't get into let's say I wanted a job or whatever, and then I didn't get the job early on. I was like, well, I ain't want that job anyway. Right. You know, but now we say rejection is direction, which it really is, though. You know what I'm saying? True. It really is, though. But we'll rationalize our own shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? And then the last thing I want to talk about is Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying?
That guy.
Yeah, I was going to talk about. They dropped the suit. Okay. So I'm not sure what his name is. I don't want to butcher his name. I think it's Steven something, whatever. But there was a suit out there that they had some problems. I'm just gonna leave it there. They had some problems, and he was trying to get some money. And I guess apparently they've dropped the suit. Okay, does that help his marketability, or is his marketability done? Does he come back to the league, or he's done?
Go ahead, Coach.
I'm gonna say he was kind of done before all this happened. Anyway,
okay, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I think he was done. Before this came to light, I should say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I guess he's into what he's into. You know what I'm saying?
And it's all good.
Because I read a little bit into it, and it got dropped because the guy that was trying to sue him, they found out he erased a bunch of messages that would prove that all that was consensual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, there was really no case after that.
No case,
I think Howard's done.
He's done.
I mean, if he wants to play, maybe overseas somewhere and play. You know
nowhere on the NBA team. You don't think?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think nobody messing with him.
Okay.
I don't think his production is high enough for somebody to want to bring in the clown show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I don't think so.
Okay. What about you, MB?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this is its own story. Like it's an interesting story. But I don't think it has any effect on him, positively or negatively, as a team bringing him back. I don't think, not even just bringing in the clown show, which I agree with, but also, why am I going to bring, I don't even know how old he is now, but
like 37.
Right. Yeah, why would I bring him back when I could bring in a younger guy who could probably have the same production and possibly have a higher
right.
The only teams you would think of teams that are maybe on the cusp of trying to win, that needs something, but I don't think there's any team that's the missing piece that would help them.
Last question on this. Could you see him on the Knicks?
Definitely not for Thibodeau.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, Thibodeau.
Just for Thibodeau. But I'm not the fit.
I don't think it's a fit.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fit either.
I mean, their style of play, it may be a fit.
Right.
But with their roster, I don't think
Right.
it's a fit.
Right.
I mean, I still think they need
a big man because Hartenstein is done.
Right.
He's gone. I don't know if that's...
I don't know if it's him.
Okay. I still don't think I would go.
He might be an upgrade over Mitchell Robinson, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Really? I
don't think so.
Mitchell Robinson was mad. He said, yo, listen, I want the ball, man. I'm tired of just going up and down the court doing cardio. You know what I'm saying? He want the ball. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right, so listen, the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. We are now moving forward. Now, last week, we finally settled this. It was like a summer debate. Is Waldo versus Bullethead? Well, no. It was Waldo versus Shanice.
Yeah, Shanice.
Right. So Waldo did advance. Okay. So now we have to go into the next 4. And I think we can go with 4. We can go 4. Okay. Let's see if Waldo keeps his crown or does he get dethroned? Okay. So. First up, Waldo versus Grady Wilson from Sanford and Son. I'm talking about good I'm talking about Grady Wilson. So that kept calling him, okay, Lance. Okay. He couldn't remember Lamont. Okay. So he said, all right there, Lucas. Like, it's Lamont. So let's go. Somebody got to take it.
I could go. I still got Waldo.
You still got
Grady.
Waldo.
Grady had his moments, but Grady wasn't as, and we're talking about characters.
Sure.
Grady wasn't as dumb as Waldo is just really stupid and dumb. Okay. Grady had some moments, you know what I'm saying, where he might have said something stupid, but his overall character, he just wasn't just dumb all the time.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And B?
Yeah, you know what it is for me? It's the look.
It's the look. Okay.
Because when it comes down to I'm staying Waldo.
Waldo. Okay. Grady dumb though.
He is. No, that's what I'm saying. He
didn't have a dumb look.
Right, true. That's true.
So that's where he was dumb though. He was dumb. And I'm a big Sanford and Son. That's what my father watched. My grandfather.
That's what I watched.
So we were forced to watch that.
Right.
Okay, it came on TBS.
Right.
And we were forced to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny though. So all right, so Waldo wins. Okay, that's just that. All right, so next up, Waldo versus Kelly Bundy from Married with Children.
Oh, that's a tough. That's a good one.
See? Yeah, Waldo's got some heat in this round. I don't know. I'll say this. I haven't seen Married with Children in a while, but what I do remember, wasn't the dude named Bud? Wasn't the son's name Bud?
Yeah.
Bud and Al, they used to get on Kelly. And Kelly would be out there. So I don't know. I mean, we can park this here. We can park it. Or we can go with it, so we can have like a fair assessment.
Right.
Or we can just say one or the other. Because even if he gets past this round, I think Waldo suffers the next one.
I think we're gonna have to do some research on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a minute either.
Kelly
was pretty. Yeah,
Kelly was right, but see, it's been a while since I've seen her.
Right. Yeah, we might.
I can't even think of a moment.
Yeah, right.
That Kelly did something that was like.
I can't think of the moment.
Yeah.
I can just picture her face.
Her face. Yeah, she had that look too.
Right.
She had that look too.
Christina Applegate, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah. So are we parking this here?
I think we got.
I would definitely.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need your help again. Waldo versus Kelly Bundy. Okay, we need to know what you guys think. All right, now it's time to land the plane, though. So let me get some final thoughts. So I'll start with you, MB, with some final thoughts from you and what you got planned for next week.
Not a whole lot going on. In-service starts next week, so back to school. winding down the summer, trying to get everything in order, like we've been doing.
Right.
But no, not a whole lot going on. Like I said, watching the Phillies as much as I can take.
Sure.
Still trying, keep up with the WNBA.
Sure.
Also starting my new podcast, Baseline Thoughts. So
there you go.
Look out for that coming very soon. But other than that, nah.
Okay. Now, are you already making plans for next summer? That's where I feel like I am. I feel like, and see, for those that don't know, y'all only been off for like 2 months. I've been off for 6. And I'm like, I still should have. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't, you know what I'm saying? So are you there yet or no, not yet?
Nah, not me.
I mean, I have some thoughts of things that, oh man, maybe I'll try to do this next summer, like that.
Okay.
But I'm not like,
okay,
nah.
Yeah.
All right, okay, all right, good stuff. Final thoughts, Coach Bird.
I had a question real quick before I get to the fire for my man, Coach Bullock over here.
Okay.
The basketball game, how did it end? Was you good? Did you have the ice up after the game that you played with on your son's team?
Right.
Did you get some buckets after the guy that was talking made you mad? Did you drop 20 after that?
Great question. So I think, listen, I think I stepped inside the 3-point line once. That's when I went to the basket. For those of you that remember the story, I went to the basket. I got fouled. The dude said it wasn't a foul, so I just threw the ball and said, I want my foul shots then. Like, whatever. I think I probably have 5 threes.
Okay.
After that moment?
Yeah, I didn't do anything earlier.
Okay. After that moment.
Yeah. I missed a bunch, so don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say like, oh, it's 5. No. Okay. I missed a bunch.
Okay.
But I will say this. The most important thing to me was what? I didn't want to get hurt, right?
Right.
So the next day, like that, after walking out of that gym, I'm like, tomorrow's gonna start. Like, I didn't ice, I didn't do anything.
Wow.
I stretched. That's all I did.
Okay.
I woke up the next morning and like I was laying in bed, and my wife was on a cruise, so I was just me in the bed. Right. And I'm like, this first movement is going to tell me everything.
It's going to tell you what it is.
And I got up and I was fine.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay. I was a little sore, but nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Okay.
And then we went through, and then like literally, I think it was Thursday, my son that morning, he comes out, he's like, Dad, I need you to play today. And I was like, got a meeting. So I couldn't go for the second.
That's what's up. Yeah, I wanted to know the aftermath.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I was much better than I was expecting.
That's good.
Yeah, final thoughts.
Yeah. Just get ready. Like I said, we open up on the 6th of September. So, just continuing up those final preparations, leading up to game number 1. Hopefully we can get off to a hot start. Say it again. I'm accepting all gifts, dinners, Cash App, Venmos,
birthday.
all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got the birthday Monday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? About to see 54. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So,
that's what's up.
That's really about it. Like, trying to enjoy, because we don't go back to, what's Labor Day, the 3rd? We go back that Tuesday. Teachers
pre-service.
We go Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the kids come that Thursday.
Same thing with me.
So, just getting mentally prepared. I think for me now, because this will be my 31st year teaching.
Right.
The physical and it's like riding a bike.
But
it's just the mental, because I know I'm close to the end, and it's like, all right, just come on.
Keep going.
Come on, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Just got to get my mental guess. Because once I hit, once you hit your groove,
you're good.
It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, that's about it. We got fall leagues coming up. Not like next week or so, but they're coming up. They're right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? We're going to, I don't know what, you had Heights? Peak Scales. Okay. We're going to go back to the Hatton Heights situation this fall. So, just looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Kids had a productive summer for the most part, you know what I'm saying, with the workouts and the summer leagues and a couple of showcases we were in. I'm definitely doing Philly Live, both sessions next year. I only did one session this year, but I really liked the way that was how they ran it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The competition was good and all that.
Philly U?
No, what's that?
So they had
2 sites.
There's Philly U was one site, and then they had that new, I forget.
It's like a Catholic school?
No, it's a new facility, 6-court facility.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like a big, it used to look like it used to be a big warehouse and these courts in there.
The Philly Sixers super fan, the guy who's always on the sideline with the long.
Yeah.
He helped.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That's dope.
Alan Horowitz or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, outside of that, man, that's it, man. Just trying to enjoy our last little bit of summer.
Got you. Now, listen, your birthday Monday. What version, and feel free to answer to you, MB, what version of Happy Birthday do you want your family to sing? And matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a cultural question. Maybe and maybe not, though, because I've seen everybody kind of sing certain ones. So what version do you prefer? But let me ask you though, CB and MB. There you go.
Listen. When
which one do you want?
When it's not late in the game yet, but I might be on the way down the hill, might be at the top, about to come on down that thing. I'll take either. I just appreciate the love.
You just appreciate the love. Okay.
I mean, of course, you got to go with the happy birthday.
Okay.
So you want
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll take the other one too.
I got you. MB, which one do you prefer?
So if we're gonna be, if my family's singing, just give me the standard.
Just get it out.
Because ain't nobody can sing.
Right, I got you.
But if we're gonna play it, if it's somebody, then give me the Stevie Wonder.
Okay. So I want the standard. I don't want the Stevie.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because after you go to happy birthday, now you tell me the lyrics.
Well, that's the end, though. No, that's the end.
We're not getting the whole.
I'm not getting.
Come on with it. Okay. But everywhere I go,
I'll need all the verses.
It's the original, and then we're sitting around there like this.
Yeah.
I
don't need all that. I don't need all that. I don't need all that.
And then when it comes on, it's like happy.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Okay.
I just need that part. I just need the chorus. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you rather have it a cappella?
Oh yeah, I'm on.
You don't want nobody to play it.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
So I'm telling you, where I go, they be playing. They'll put, all right, come on, we're gonna sing Happy Birthday. Everybody come in, and then they hit play. And then it's like,
yeah, I don't need the whole thing.
When it's like time to it's like, all right, this is Happy Birthday time. Just do the regular.
Just do the regular. That's what I'm saying.
But if I'm walking it, if it's like a surprise or something like,
okay,
because it's just upbeat, play it on the day.
Okay. Now he do the intro and then the lyrics, and then
that's all I need. That's all you need that part.
Oh, you mean started? Okay.
So when you come in,
just fast forward.
Right.
I just want the
happy birthday part. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, it sounds better when there's adult beverages involved.
Oh, absolutely. You
might get a verse from me.
Absolutely. Okay.
I got it from here.
Right. Because I'm sitting around and the whole time. Matter of fact, when we had adult beverages, I'm sitting around like. I'm like, yo, and none of y'all know the words. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we do. Before you get your final thoughts, since we're on that type of topic,
okay.
National anthem before our games, the standard or the Whitney Houston version?
I don't like the Whitney Houston.
I like the standard because I'm ready to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to play. Let's just go. Let's get it over with.
Right.
You know
now, I would say, since we're talking about this, last stop. Do you guys remember the Marvin Gaye version?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, recently, Tyrese tried to imitate that and sing this. You have to look it up. And he actually looked like Marvin.
Okay.
Like he had the hat, the beard. Okay. And they said it was one of the worst they've ever heard.
Wow. I gotta look it up.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow.
Yeah, just give me the stat.
And I thought that made me because the Marvin Gaye, I didn't, it was okay.
Right.
But I'm a beat guy. I don't like the little. That was like the early on 808s.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, I don't really like the.
You
know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? So I didn't really care for it like that. But it's interesting. You guys just prefer the regular one, or do you like it kind of jazzed up?
I like to for me, if I'm coaching the game.
Okay.
I just want the regular one. Like,
regular.
Keep things normal, so I'm just stay focused. Because if something crazy happens now, I'm like, what is going on?
So you want whoever's running this board to hit play on a YouTube video.
We've had some students sing it.
Students do it.
Okay, cool. You're okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. But just sing it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't need the
Whitney. Now, I love the Whitney Houston version. Don't get me wrong, but not when I'm ready to go. Because, we warmed up. We did an introduction and all that. We're like, yo, let's go. Then we got to... Okay. And I hate when it's not ready. I tell my kids and whoever's going to hit play, if we don't have somebody singing it, have it queued up and ready. Yeah. I hate when you're standing there and everybody's looking around, waiting for the music to come on.
So let me just let you know. There you go. Let me let you know that I'm for hire. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it will come as soon as you say break. It'll be right there. I promise.
I like it.
I promise you. Last question, MB, particularly you, because I know, and you can answer to CB. I know that we've gone to some games, whatever. Do you like the standard when it comes to NBA professional games, or do you want
So if I'm at a game, even if I'm at a high school game or whatever, now I'm there for entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's different. Okay.
And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad.
Right.
But that's still entertainment.
Okay.
Right.
So
Okay. So your mind is switched.
Okay. I'm the same way.
Same way for you.
Yeah. Okay. Give me somebody who can sing. Let me hear it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Or who can sing. I'm alive.
Right.
Okay. Entertainment.
So like in Philly, they got the guy. And he's a handicapped guy, I think. He's in a wheelchair. He's like an old soldier or whatever. Okay. And I think he did it that game did you come in? I think that playoff game where they lost, that game 6. Were you there on time or you?
No, I was not.
Okay. So he has a powerful voice, right? And I went to 3 or 4 playoff games and it was the same thing. Okay. So after the third time, I ain't gonna lie. Even though he was good, I was like, I want to see somebody else. Right. So I get that. So you just want to be entertained.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right, different mindset.
All right, that's good. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Like I said, we try to just talk about different things on here. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. Definitely. We're always broadcasting most weekends and somewhere between 9 and 11. I'm gonna say that. Okay. We just gotta figure it all out. But we promise to always bring you enjoyable conversation and stuff. Please make sure that you subscribe, and please share what we put out there. And wait till we get our reels going and popping. Okay, because that's going to be starting to be off the chain too. But on behalf of Doc Bryce, on behalf of Marcus Bullock, and on behalf of Such a Wild Bird,
yes, indeed,
we wish you guys farewell, a wonderful weekend, and a beautiful week next week. Until then, we'll see you.